Hello, friends. Good evening. I'm sorry that we're not doing Omni X-Men tonight. I know that Justin wasn't feeling great, and so we rescheduled that show. So those of you expecting a little Omni X-Men tonight, I apologize that we are rescheduling that. So don't worry though. Justin is all right. We're just me. I'm still a little like halfway through my bout with Rona, and Justin wasn't feeling great, so I was like, "It's fine. Go ahead. I'll do something different instead." And ultimately, I got a couple of homies that got on my case and were like, fill the time slot, man. Do something. You got to do something. And I'd been planning to do this video for a while. So I thought, let's do this live. What is going on? Damien in the chat. Happy, what day is it today? Tuesday to you, Damien. Hope you're doing well. What is going on, Magic Lasso? He says, this is channel rebranding. John's Comics with COVID. It is true. I still can't even go back to work tomorrow. I sent them my latest test, and they're like, you did not pass. You're way too positive, Mr. John. Way too positive. But instead, I get to hang out here with you guys tonight and not worry about getting up early in the morning. What are we talking about? We're talking about my pull list. Every year, I try to do a little time spent together discussing how my pull list is evolving and changing and what my collecting habits will be like in the coming year. I try to make some guesses and I try to stick to some plans. This year I scaled back pretty smart. I was getting closer to 4 books a week at the comic book shop. And I'm hoping to cut it down significantly in 2023. So we're gonna look through what is coming up the first few months of the new year. We'll start off where we are now, and we'll look through and get a sense of what my pull list looks like. I can only think of a handful of books that are on my pull list right now that are gonna still be there in the new year. Will new books come and try to take their spot? That's the challenging part. And then I'm going to look a little bit at which books I'm going to collect in collected editions, omnibus, hardcover, that kind of thing. And which ones I might choose to do like Damien has said, which ones I might choose to read digitally. Did you get many new books digitally? So this week, I have a few books on my pull list that the shop is holding for me. So I'll probably wait and read them that way. But yeah, keep the Amazon. We'll see if she makes the cut. What is up? Good to see you. Yeah, I got my old Wolf 65 shirt. You got to hit up Tony. He will hook you up. What is going on, Perry? How you doing, sir? Happy Tuesday to you, sir. So what I've got is the League of Comic Geeks website loaded. And if you're not familiar with them, they have an app that I use on my phone when I go to the shop. And it basically helps organize your pull list. I know some people who use it like their CLZ and they keep track of their collection that way. I have not. Instead, I just look at the books that are coming out. It gives me a sense of, what is coming out and what do I want to get or skip. I will say I find the only frustration I have with it, and I'm going to get it out of the way here at the beginning, but I'll probably reiterate it, is oftentimes books and comics will shift their release dates, and it's hard for the app and the website to keep up. And so there are definitely times when I'm confused that a book I know is coming out, but it's not listed where I think it should be listed. So that is a drawback of their system. Hopefully we can navigate our way through it and not have any issues. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna look at the poll list, and we're gonna see what's going on. So I'm gonna share that right now. Here we go. Look, there I am in the corner. Kind of tiny, but hey, we'll deal with it. So yeah, this is the website League of Comic Geeks. The link for it is in the description of the video if you really want to see it. I've also been dropping the link to JP's new video, because if you like Deadpool and you like JP, or if you don't like JP but you like Deadpool, or if you don't like Deadpool but you like JP, I've been dropping the link to his video because he dropped a Let's Collect on Deadpool. I just finished watching and I haven't commented yet. But there was a lot of cool stuff. I learned there are some very valuable some Deadpool keys, like his cover variants that are pretty epic. So stuff I did not know. But let's dive into the poll list. This is the books coming out this week. I'm going to close that ad. Oh my gosh, the ads are crazy. Obviously, surviving the purge is going to be Nightwing. Nightwing is going to be a book that I'm going to be sticking with for the foreseeable future. Close that ad. So that's a book that is on my pull list. I've been really enjoying it. I know JP hasn't loved the pirate storyline. I've been kind of getting some giggles out of it, so it's been entertaining to me. And yes, for the foreseeable future, Wonder Woman will also make that pull list. The Tom King's Wonder Woman has been very, very good. So those two in that top row are two of my books I'm picking up this week, and two of the books I'm reading ongoing from DC. So starting off with a couple of heavy hitters this week. In the center there is World's Finest, which I've been buying in hardcover. So they drop one or two of those a year. So I'm going to add that to my hardcover list, World's Finest. I've been enjoying that. That is from Mark Waid and Dan Mora. And as long as it's those two gentlemen working together, I will probably continue to read that book and buy the hardcovers. So that one's on my list. If you guys see any others that I should be grabbing, let me know. But more than likely, I'm going to keep rolling through here. Not getting ASM, not getting Superman, not getting Wolverine. Moving on to that. I was reading Incredible Hulk, but I believe that's a book that's not going to make the cut. I enjoy Philip Kennedy Johnson. I do think he's doing a good job on the Hulk, but I think I'm fine moving that one to a digital read. So I think that's where the Incredible Hulk is going to go. I'm gonna add that to the digital read section. I'm gonna do that right now, and I'm gonna do Incredible Hulk. So I've got a little bit of a cough still, so I may hack away a little bit here. Don't worry, I don't think you can catch COVID through YouTube. Uncanny Spider-Man with Nightcrawler by Cy Spurrier. I've been loving it, but that's the final issue. So that series is done. I do not have to worry about it anymore. And that one will not be a comic I'm going to continue to read beyond this week. So that one is finished. I'm not reading Catwoman, Darth Vader, none of that. Doctor Strange, no. Avengers, no. Turtles, Justice League versus Godzilla and Kong, no. Nope. None of that stuff. Green Lantern War Journal is making the cut. That is a book that I'm going to continue to read for the foreseeable future. It looks like that book is scheduled out all the way through, I think, into March. Something like that. So for the foreseeable future, this is an ongoing book, which I don't know that Jon Stewart has had an ongoing book in quite a long while. So that's exciting to see, and I'm going to keep up with it. Another Philip Kennedy Johnson book that I think is very exciting. Next will be Wally West. Okay, there you go. Nice, JP. I'm not reading Spider-Boy, The Deviant. I'm not reading that. Not reading Iceman. None of that. So no, nope. Walking Dead, Undiscovered Country. I'm not reading any of these. There's a new series called The Original X-Men, and I don't think that book is meant for me. So I'm going to pass on that. I know you're like, what? No, I don't like the original team as much. They're not really high on my list. Let's see. The rest of these. Nope, I'm not doing Black, White, and Blood or whatever. Black, White, Red, Harley, whatever that is. Geiger, nope. Star Wars, nope. New Burn is a book I might add to my trade paperback or something list at some point. I do think I'm going to put it on the digital list now. But I liked New Burn a lot, and I stopped reading it because I thought I'd get some kind of hardcover editions, but they haven't released any yet. But that's a really good series. I was really enjoying that. It's a Zdarsky book. There's a new G.I. Joe run starting up, but I'm not diving in on that. I know Tom King's got a new issue of 1 this week. I'm trying to stay away from indies and just read them digitally or read them in hardcover because they're on this row. Obviously, Rom V's got a new series that I think I'm going to read in a trade or hardcover or whatever. Philadelphia, I'm buying that in the oversized editions, which there is a volume 2 of Philadelphia coming here soon that I got to pick up. So that's going to be on my list. Nothing on this line. Nope. We're starting to get into the skip it all kind of section here. Excuse me. Yep. So I'm going to jump to next week, the last week of 2023, and we'll take a look at some of that. Yes, New Burn is good stuff. I'm glad you're reading it, Damien. Anybody else? Oh, the X-Men book was a one-shot. I think that's what what Chet was saying. Yeah, still pass. Still pass. All right, on this row, I will be getting Immortal X-Men, but that is the final issue of Immortal X-Men, and then that book is off my pull list. I hear great things about Detective Comics. I may go back and read that digitally or something at some point. I think I'm done with Teen Titans. I'm not really, or not, sorry, it's just called Titans. Not really loving it. So that one might make the pass pile. Not reading X-Force, and that series is basically done. So this row, it looks pretty chill for me as well. Not reading JSA, not reading Harley. Nope. Nothing here, although the Sensational She-Hulk I'm adding to my digital read. Sensational. Oop, I can't spell. Sensational. I love that it auto-corrects to She-Hulk at the end there. Yay. So I'm going to read that digitally. I enjoyed Rainbow Rowell's She-Hulk run. I did not like the first 2 issues of this Sensational run. I'm hoping that it's just some hiccups and that she gets back on course, but I really liked the stuff they were doing beforehand. So I'll read that one digitally. Green Lantern, Power Girl. Nope. Duke is getting a solo series by Joshua Williamson, it looks like. I don't think I'm interested in that, but that's curious that they're doing that. Firepower. I got to catch up on my trades for Firepower, so I'm adding that to the list. I had really been enjoying Robert Kirkman's Firepower, and I got to catch up. I got to catch back up on it. I will say I dropped a video recently on Universal Monsters Dracula, which is fantastic. Easily the best artwork I've seen in 2023. That's Martin Simmons drawing for James Tynion IV. Wow, just gorgeous book. I would rather, I think, get a hardcover of that eventually. So I'll put that on the hardcover list too. Dracula, but that is a stunning book, no question. No Mandalorian, no Amazon attacks. Local Man. I've caught up on Local Man, but I'm reading that digitally. I'm going to add that to the digital list. Local Man. That is from the team behind Stray Dogs, which I didn't love, but Local Man I have found very entertaining. So I definitely will be keeping up with Local Man. I thought that series got much better. I thought issue 1 was kind of okay, but it's definitely improved considerably. And now we're into some of the indies, and I'm going to hold off on any new indies. This year, I'm going to be kind of hard on myself. And then when I get to the end of the year, or as I go along, if there's any trades or hardcovers I can snag, I'll do some of that later on. So I'm going to finally get into January. God bless X-Men Red and Immortal X-Men. Those were the highlights, I would say, of the post-Hickman era. In fact, I would say Immortal X-Men is the highlight of the Hickman era period for me. Like the entire overview. If I had to go back and choose like one run that was worthy of House of X and Powers of 10, it was Immortal X-Men. I think that's just an absolutely fantastic series. Well drawn, well written, and just really, really great. All right, so let's get back up here. I am not reading any Batman books, hard pass, but we've now found the 4th and final guarantee on my pull list. That is Poison Ivy herself. And man, that cover is nasty. She looks pregnant. Prego Poison Ivy. Some drama going on there. So I definitely will continue to read Poison Ivy. And I scrolled down. I saw another one. Not getting Vader, not getting Venom, not getting FF. Okay. So Birds of Prey is on my list. Oof. The list is already a little full for me, and it's all DC. I never thought I would have such a pull list, chat. Fall of the House of X is a one-shot, I believe. Let me double check and click on that with you all. It is written by Jerry Duggan and drawn by Lucas Wernick, who I've been loving his work. But I believe it's a one-shot. Let me scroll down. They'll tell you, no, it's a 3-issue series, January, February, and March. So that is a mini series that I will definitely be buying. Let me go back and get back to January. That's one of the frustrating things about this website. It drives me a little bit crazy. All DC. I knew we'd get here one day. So that's going to be a mini series. So it's fall of X 1 through 3. Okay. That's basic. Yeah, it's just 3 books. That I can handle. John, heavy in DC. This is the end of days. Well, they're cutting off my X-Men, bud. What do you expect? Most of my pull list was X. What is going on, Paul? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you, Mark. Sorry, I didn't click on your name. John buys 37 Ivy books. I'm going to have to use this pull list evolution to really look at how many covers can I afford, right? That's the question. All right, so we did Birds of Prey, which brings my pull list down to up to 5 books a month, guaranteed. Let's scroll down. The new Moon Knight. I don't need that. Gargoyles, Fire and Ice. Nope. Thanos getting his solo book. Nope. I'm feeling good so far. This looks good. Oh my goodness, these pop-ups are so bad. Don't understand it. Get these ads. Get them. All right, so this looks good. So far, I'm feeling okay. I got that 3-issue Fall of X I wasn't expecting. I forgot about, but that one is good. All right, so now we're into the second week of January. And let's see. Nothing on that first row. I know people are going to get mad at me that I'm not reading Transformers. I gave it 2 issues, and it's just not for me. I apologize for I know that in the community right now, I know that Transformers is everything. It is all the world. It is the greatest thing in the world. I guess I wasn't as big a Transformers fan as a kid as I thought. I had all the toys. I watched all the shows and the movie. It's just not for me. I just don't care. Maybe I've so far removed from that culture. I'm so far removed from reading those books and watching those cartoons and knowing those characters. I read 2 issues and I was numb to it. So I'm gonna pass on that one. Let's see. Phil Ailing in the chat. What's going on, Phil? Click on Phil there. Good to see you, Phil. Let's see. I really suggest revisiting after issue 6 and that first arc is done. You know, Daniel Warren Johnson has tricks. He always does. And I have no doubt of his talent. I'm not in question of his talent at all. He is absolutely magnificent and supremely talented. And I'm sure he'll pull it off into be something spectacular. But it's just, I don't know that I'm the audience for that. Let's see what Chet is saying. He says, I'm heavy into DC right now. Batman, Nightwing, Detective, Teen Titans, Wonder Woman. Have you ever seen the animated Fire and Ice? I have not. The DC animated movies, I have not really cracked too many of those. I've done a handful. I did Year One. I did Dark Knight. Of course, I did some of the early Batman ones. I just have not been as impressed by them as other people. I have not been as in love with them as other people. They're not as enjoyable for me. I kind of just feel bored some of the time. What's going on, Carlito? Good to see you, sir. Half Human, Half Falcon. That book is phenomenal. I've got my poster for Murder Falcon right over here. It's absolutely phenomenal. That is his masterpiece in my mind. All right, scrolling down, Spawn, Blade. I've moved off of Blade. I got the first arc done, and I was like, that's good. I don't know that I need more. It's good. It's a good series. It's not a great series. They're changing artists, too, and that was the main reason I was there. Rise of the Power of X. So this is I'm going to double check by opening this in a new tab so that I don't have to reset. I believe this is the 3-issue, partner book. Kieran Gillen is doing this, R.B. Silva. Crud. There's another mini series I got to grab. So this is Rise. Okay. The Rise of X 1 through 3. All right. I'll get it, but I don't think I'm going to carry on with any of these new books that they're thinking of launching. I'm not wowed by it. So that makes 6 issues spread over 3 months? Because I think it's the same thing. January, February, March. Yeah, January. All right. So that's 2 books a month, basically, that I've added. I don't like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 7 books a month. I don't think I want to get any bigger than that, folks. I think I might cap it right there at 7. 7 books a month. But I'm already halfway through the month. I'm only barely halfway through the month. Let's see what we got. Outsiders, Luke Cage. Nope. Nope, nothing here. I got issue 1 of the Century. I might read that digitally. I'm going to add that to the digital list here. If it's any good, I haven't had a chance to read the Century book that they dropped a week ago, or 2 weeks ago. Jesus, is it 2 weeks now? Eesh. It's like I've been busy with an illness or something. Yeah, so I'm going to move on to the 17th. Let's see what we got here. Nightwing is still making the cut. You're good to go. X-Men 30. I think I'm done. I don't know that I'm going to get issue 30. Let's see what it says. I don't know how long this X-Men run keeps going. I think is it infinite? 31 and 32. Is that the final issue? That's from in. Oh, so there's only lists 31 and 30, 31 and 32, but maybe that's as far out as they've gone is March. Yeah, I don't know how pumped I am on this. Jerry Duggan's run has been mixed for me, so I might not keep with that one. John, did you read Canary? Picked up the other day because I was curious. No, I did not pick it up, so I don't know what it is. Let me know in the chat. What's up, Kevin? 7 a month, not counting the collection reading. That should keep you busy, right? Let's see here. So I think that one's off the list. I think I'm going to pass on that one. Yeah, that Superman 10 cover, the cowboy cover is pretty cool. Wonder Woman is good. I'm not reading the new Daredevil. Did not care for it. Moving on. War Journal's good. We mentioned that one. The new Cobra Commander series going along with the Duke and the G.I. Joe. I know they're relaunching a ton of that mixed universe stuff. I can't remember what they're calling the universe now, but it just doesn't wow me. I don't need it right now. Yeah, so that's good. I think that looks good for me. The Enfield Gang Massacre. I've been reading that. It's been pretty good. I don't know that Texas Blood universe is really for me. I've liked some of the other Brubaker stuff better than the Condon stuff. Let's see here. No, nothing here. Detective, X-Force, Green Arrow, Immortal Thor, Flash, Spawn. No, don't need it. Superior Spider-Man. Sorry. TMNT, nope. The Resurrection of Magneto has a great Storm cover. That is problematic for John. Let me just see what it says. Written by Al Ewing, who's been doing X-Men Red. This sounds like a way for him to end a backdoor ending, basically. And it's a 3-issue miniseries. He's bringing Magneto back. I might just read this one digitally. I'm going to add it to my digital list. The Resurrection of Magneto. I don't know, chat. I don't know about this. March is as far as the solicits have gone. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, chat. I don't know about this. Magneto stuff. Dracula finishes out here at the end of January. That's cool. New Burn. We talked a little bit about New Burn earlier. That's a good series. But I don't think I'm getting any of these single issues. So that's good. That's saving John some money. My goal is to put some more money away for college for these girls. You know, they're starting to get to those ages. So fewer comics. If I cut my pull list by, well, if I was doing 4 a month and I go down to maybe, if I was doing 4 a week and I go down to more like 2 a week, I think I'm doing a lot of good there. That all helps, you know. And if I just keep the belt tighten the belt. Let's see. Incredible Hulk, digital read. We're moving on. Radiant Black. Nope. Spider-Boy, Rogue Sun. Nope. Undiscovered Country is still going. It's shocking to me. I did not care for that series. Dead X-Men. Ugh. I heard about this book. Let's take a look and see what it says. Steve Fox and Bernard Chang. Not wowed by that creative team. Another 3-issue miniseries. I'm just not interested in this. I'm going to just close that window. I'm not even going to read about it. No. Walk away. Walk away. Marvel is not entertaining any new ongoing series for 2024. Nearly all series will consist of 4 issues. Really? That's a shock. Cliff is in the chat. Cliff, you are an awesome dude. What does he say? Spider Boy. He's all about Spider Boy. Bernard Chang, you're a fan? That book did not look interesting to me. If somebody gets wowed by it, let me know. Maybe I'll change my mind, but I'm not going with any. I'm trying to avoid these new X-Men books. I'm just not feeling it. Now, I will say, if a Philadelphia book was trying to get me to get a single issue, it would be the one with Savage Dragon on the cover, but I'm going to stick with the hardcovers for that series. I've been enjoying Philadelphia, but I want to stick with the hardcovers. Same with Local Man. I'm reading that digitally. I'm going to get Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, probably in a trade. I'll write that down. Whoa. Sorry. Beneath the Trees. I hear great things, but I don't need the single issues. I don't want them. That's the big goal of my 2024. I don't want all these extra single issues that I just don't need to store. Traveling to Mars has been great. I'm curious. It's got to end at 12 issues, right? Let me double check. Is it 11 or 12 that one's ending? It's strange. It lists issue 10 as January 31st and issue 11 as January 31st. So that's curious. Maybe a little flaw in the matrix here for the website. But that's a good series. I'm reading digitally. I'll keep it that way. All right. I feel good. I'm not scrolling down too far. We have cleared through January, folks. Woo-hoo! I have loved all Fall of X and will love Rise. Okay. People, I think you like the 4-issue. Okay. The 4-issue series. Yeah. I can respect that. I've been less enamored with owning so many new books. Gotta trim the pull list, right? Yeah, I get it. Nega Duck cover. All right. Keep an eye out for that. Please cough toward Lasso. All right, I will do so. Feral is due in March. Feral is an anticipated read. Relieves you rabid for more. Ha ha. I get the joke. I see what you're doing there. That's a play on words. All right. So now we're at the beginning of February. Another X-Men book. Another Poison Ivy book. You know I'm getting those Ivy books. Let's see here. Shazam, Birds of Prey. I'll be getting that. Looks like the team is going to shift. I think that's what Magic Lasso was telling me. Sensational. Looks like Captain Marvel's joining her for a stint. Suicide Squad. No. Love Everlasting. Don't see anything I'm interested here. Although that Superman 78 cover looks like they finally forced Gene Hackman to get a shaved head. Nope. So I'm feeling good. My pull list is sticking about 7 issues with those mini series included. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Very proud of you, John. Very proud of you, sir. All right. Let's see here. Going through February, I'm not seeing a ton of stuff that's like, oh, add this to your pull list. That's my worry was that there'd be a lot of things, and I'm not seeing anything like that would force me to change my mind. And that was really the goal of this, was to kind of look at, hey, what's coming up? What do I need to think about? And if I can stick to 6 to 8 books a month, I think I'm in a much better position of where I was. The challenge is going to be those new books that come along. You know how they try to trick you. Oh, and Black Hammer. I got to pick up some of the trades for Black Hammer. Let's see. Trades. I'm a few trades behind on Black Hammer, so I got to mark that down. Let's see. There we go. That's a good reminder. Keeping up with my Black Hammer books. All right. Sinister Sons. Nope, nope, nope. All right. I'm feeling good. All right, good. All right, good. We're almost done with February. This is flying way better. Kneel before Zod. Let's see. If Stray Dogs does well, Feral will follow in production. Stray Dogs did pretty well, I thought. I don't think that was even in question. Although I did not love Stray Dogs. It was just, I thought it was overrated. There were definitely better books that I liked a lot more, including Local Man by the same team. I think Local Man's a better book. All right, Nightwing. That's a great Batman cover, but I'm going to definitely keep up with that. Like I said, World's Finest. I'm reading that in the hardcovers. Really good. Wonder Woman. That's a cool negative space kind of cover. Definitely going to keep reading that. A new Ultimate Spider-Man run. I am not interested. I don't think I need another. I've not been interested in a Batman or a Spider-Man book in a very long time. Those characters feel worn out to me. But I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one. Maybe you feel differently. I hear good things about Detective Comics. Jay Garrick, The Flash. Rise of the Powers of X. I definitely have that one on my list. No Walking Dead, no Conans, no Deja Thoris. I haven't talked this much in a while. I think it's starting to throw me back. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good here with this. All right. American Psycho, no thank you. All right. Nega Duck. That's what you're talking about. Darkwing Duck, Nega Duck. All right, I get it. I see what you're saying. All right, this is the last week in February. And I think I'm going to stop right here because this puts me in a good spot. For at least a few months, I can kind of know what's going on. Obviously, when they relaunch all their X titles or whatever, they're going to do this again. I'm sure they'll try to con me some more, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm going to be strong with all of your help. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it here. Looking good. Rare Flavors, your final issue looks like, I think. Isn't issue 4 the final issue? Let me double check. I didn't enjoy it as much as Layla Starr, but that's a pretty high praise. No, there's a 5th issue in April, but nothing listed past that. Okay. Maybe the 5th is the final. Okay, moving along. All right. Ooh, that's a cool Godzilla cover. That's cool. But I think that does it for me, gang. I think I'm good. So let's recap and see what we're at here. And let's see what's going on. Don't miss out on Ultimate Spidey. I have good feelings. Really? A must for Chet. I mean, I love the original run. I've got all the oversized, original hardcovers that they created for that series. I don't know. Stray Dogs, the movie. Oh my goodness, that's already coming out? Yeah, I found Rare Flavors interesting. That's a good way to describe it, but not interesting enough that I was like, oh, I got to read the rest of these. All right, so I'm going to put that away. Woo, there we go. Now we're back. Now we're cooking. Let's talk about where the pull list is. It's really just 5 DC titles: Nightwing, Poison Ivy, Wonder Woman, War Journal, Green Lantern War Journal, and Birds of Prey. Those are the 5 titles on my list. I have 2 X-Men related minis that are kind of wrapping up the Hickman era, if you want to call it that. I got a handful of digital reads, a couple of Hulk books, She-Hulk and Incredible, and the Sentry and the Magneto title. I'll add this Ultimate Spider-Man. Let's see. If anyone knows the creative team behind it, I'd be interested in knowing that. Just as a digital read, I've got the Marvel app too. I can be a few months behind. We match on 4 out of the 5. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Which one would I have that you wouldn't have? War Journal. Duh. It's Green Lantern War Journal. That's obviously the one. Duh. I know your pull list too well, JP. And then hardcover wise, obviously there's a new Philadelphia. I'm going to grab that. The new World's Finest. I'm going to get that. Some Firepower. I mentioned Dracula, Beneath the Trees, and Black Hammer. Those are all ones that I want collected editions of. I know there's an omnibus coming for the New Mutants Volume 3, and I may keep going. I've got the first 2 New Mutants. I may want to get the entire run eventually. I got to consider that. I think it's coming in February. I don't know if there's a 6th Claremont Uncanny planned in 2024. Everything I looked for, I couldn't find evidence of it. But as far as my omnibus collecting, I think that's going to tone down in 2024 nicely. I don't think there's any big ones to have to purchase. So that is wonderful. That's going to be a lot less. Oh. Dang. Hickman is writing Ultimate Spider-Man? Oh, goodness, Billy. Goodness. Clay, what am I going to do? Oh, my gosh, that's my guy. I like Hickman a lot. Oh, goodness. Wow. Okay. Something to think about. I don't need the Dazzler Omnibus, but I do know that is coming in 2024. I noticed that. They've also got the Uncanny X-Force by Rick Remender finally getting a new printing in July. So if you want that series, you should get it. Cave to Ultimate Spidey. Yeah, that Volume 1 New Mutants, especially obviously all the way through Bill Sienkiewicz, is just great stuff. I think that's just really, really great. All right, gang, that's great. That's a good spot for my pull list to be. Lots of good things to look at, but down to basically 7 books a month. That feels good. That's a good spot to be in. I think it's considerably less than I have been buying. And if it means that I can still afford the occasional second cover for Poison Ivy, I think that puts me in a great spot. And as those miniseries come off, then I'm down to 5 books a month if I don't add anything. Good. That feels good. Thanks everybody for coming by and hanging out while I went through this. I'm sorry it was not a very long show. I'm sorry we weren't doing Omni X-Men, but I had a little bit of time and I thought I would go through that all with you and hear some of your thoughts. I appreciate those of you in the chat letting me know. If you're catching this on the replay, or if you're unable to type fast enough before I leave, let me know if there was titles that I should be adding. Like Cliff is mentioning a few titles, obviously, Spider-Boy and Ultimate Spider-Man. But definitely stuff that I want to keep an eye out for if it's such high quality, I've really enjoyed Remender, and I'm finishing Deadly Class, and I'm just loving it. So I know that I loved his Uncanny X-Force run, and I found an out of print omnibus, so I got it. But they're gonna reprint it apparently next summer. So if you want one, they're coming soon. But thanks everybody for hanging out, and I will catch you guys all again soon. Thanks. Bye.